they do that. Sit out on the land. Fundamentally, they do. There was some which is something, and that's me. They sit on some in the kitchen. That is also. Thomas again. Capuchon. Then it didn't understand it. I cannot something that made you. Then to go magic, so good day. And this is it to get to something to some of the Tata Bechal. Saddle can pay Tarika, Mazekata. Never pay. So to do which soon pay up with an come message on the date. And this is true. You have a tell a bear. Hasn't one side money. When it only got such for years. So.
Heard about before you know about the future plan to start a retreat center, but at present to be able to actualize and to happen, this is great. Joy, this honest that we are all being able to get together is being able to start the retreat and that you all undertake the practice that is really fortunate. It's really great joy to his sons himself.
I'm going to think come to now. Better. Then do something Tamzella, then they took a lump tanking about the Tenita. So Sanji jumped in there, jumped in the Gitane. Then she think come to China, choosing Colocor. Did not did that. Don't carry the Sicena. Draw Tamsi to Matanga Chicketani. Draw Tamsi. Nason Call, Nason Dunga, drove it to the Tambi Lamnaya. Then they will Lamnaya, Tria Chicketani. Tandalatani, and be choosing it to them. That be choosing it again, they don't condition. Then Rang Chu Majena Ranga Yamuba Trado Maje, Shadan Lasso Patene, Yamumba Tamje, and Yongunda with it. Then another same delay, they away in that. Tamjin Yamubi on the short name. The Tambichu color of the Tani and Rotobuya money. Then Yamumba did do it, let any Sanji any shoes on it. The chewing imported any bear, Ranga Judita, Dulgore, Ranga Judit Jongore, say. Chewing imported any silly or matter, Ranga Judit, Ranga same to you at any case, somebody, so then. The second number is a jacket in it. The chew Goma Jatis to Mambo, Chicana, Gonzala, never some Michaba in never than Timbasi Gomo, Mambo, the day or the then you would Tamsi doctor. So the Latrina, Tamsi, Ranju, you move and do in Portugal. Then a Soterbe, Jen Jidanchi Papon is, and Luna get your lamb, Haja, get to meet. Shishin, Tulua, Pa, Yubi, Javala Javade, Rangi Duki. Sanju Sempi, Deligan, lot of chairs, Sanju Sempi, better. The same thing Tamse didn't Kara, didn't marry. Rank Cherub told me, Pamatin Shadak or coordinate, the Bujula Cord, the Shadak, the Nichi Renduna, and did you then go out doing any matter and doing young Devandi, no matter and Mazove. Tony didn't turn to what it does. Didn't you temperature in Putin, so then a champagne citizen would do actually somewhere. Then that did all at the next and does it be that the Bukora into Tini Zizag Tola. That then entire Rinpoche that you Rinpoche to Magova jacket. And then you bring your mother. Didn't Koran Daniel Lam Deva the 2 Nuragat on it. Didn't you move and do to what you done? Nimumba Duval Tene, Rang Ju, Rang Ju Tovala Teni, Zangi Ju, Minjin Trotuba. The Nigitini, Tamsi, Lana maybe take away, Chechula with the next John. They into that, that was Tamsi Sanjigi, Tinera with the Tening, Jiting Kam, the Nijijon.
The Buddha Shakyamuni, that when he gave teachings, that his teaching is to show us the ways that what are the things can lead us into misery and sufferings, and what can free us from this suffering and illusion. According to these beings that the Buddha unfold 84 different thousands of teachings. Those are all are just according to these beings. But the essence of the teachings of Buddha is to tame or to discipline one's mind. Essence. In general, when we categorize the teachings in 3 different levels, like according to Pratimoksha or Theravada school, the essence of the teaching is based to discipline through which to give up anything that is harmful to others, and the root of those actions which might harm others is to one need to be avoided, and to the ways to discipline. The discipline is the basic practice, but that is also a means through which one can train one's mind or discipline one's mind. Thereafter, like the teachings which is based on the Bodhisattva Vayana, it's based on the teaching that is to benefit others, and whatever these basic things to benefit, that's also a way to train or tame one's mind. And the Vajrayana teaching, where the path is very swift and very comfortable or very easy. Of course, that teaching also based on the 2 other fundamental vehicle or teaching, but also that's the way to tame one's mind. However, the essence of teaching is to discipline or to train one's mind, through which one will be able to free or liberate. And through Vajrayana, the path which is very skillful, and one can be free, and one will be able to mature one's mind stream, and not only that one will be able to benefit others. All these teachings is especially to train one's mind stream.
Then today that Tangana Sanjigi Debatan be choosing it. Mujin Kamla Sanji Kolo Kor. Then it Debatan the part of Ne, then they say already. The Yina that Jinzambuling Shol, the Janatan and the Junta, some gelatine, Chirkakora, Shirigi and English and Minnesela and it's on it. Data dress on the Pusik in this already. In the Sanji can be done in what will be done. Then it and that Nanji Davis on the Pusik in the sea. This is Chile. You are right. They didn't get out in Lata. Then you in the Nella. Then it can be sure some. Get any. Gonna go on the water. Then it tell the temperature, the temperature go to shoot, then be gonna just shoot around the party, Yams and Lanjal, then cup cave a date, then you have a come and say, and some around us sent me some which you can do to the Jumari mother. Then Mazibi later mentions Mazibi and saying Mazibi lazy that I'm done to be made some. Jibi lady, no chums away, saying I'm sorry, lady, Jibi lady, no chums away. and treasure the Miaji, the Didn't temperature someone Jeju Yoga, Yangsu Lenju Yoga. The temptation to cover some wood, the thing I'm a sonum got the bush getting it. Jongare Matutinis, Koransi Lama Roko, Senda, Tendeke Kora. Bede Ketra, the Nene Go, Masona, Gornepe, the Jongachi Mare, the Indusane, Gani, and Rankora. Tampi Suji, go Corantene. So he gave his into that trade. The interval at anything, or Tampi and you will lot jetty. They come and take a son of some devotion, the son of Simbucate, Manato, in but the washing orders. Then that choosing in the Carissa, choosing Nandrin, Deba, Ninjong says every. My choosing it at ambitious, sing it and nothing in the Carissa can dangle, Deba, the Ninjong can dangle. Deba sing it, the Carissa, Muba, the each of a chillasere. The Indian, conscious Nini, Loki, Dini, Jumsen, she be each of a Muba Tovatele, Deva said, Deva said. Deva mena chutani yonta meba. Deva maybe men on the carbushun minjong, the seven may sipala, you go over the song. Deva mena didn't chew young top than never that in it. Deva che, Deva chun and then tambot, Deva che. Then even the ninjong is. Ninjong singing the carriage. Dan Koa doing the Johnson de la Bette, then tap out on corn dendo. Dan on cordial run, Madame Diligent or Samando. Dan Koan the Lancorn, David ring the Latini, Caricena, Yan Tosalacina, Sadame, Comontamre, Masala, and Dinavalitari. That in this couldn't do remove, couldn't corner there was a matter. Then there's not any corner, young Deva. Shiva Yangal in Deva, Dunga, 10 travel, they were 10 they were so then be sure Mato never in the. That the Juntan, the Shiva Jacketoni, da, Koan and Nippon Logic, cassette, no such another Korean Koran. Javan the getting around soon, man, Mato, Shuma, Koramark, Koran, some Korean, Kora, Jujimato. Maybe Jumsen is seeing it. Think Nipper and Jung singing Jung that Elisane. That Londa de Shemalo and Italia, and be Chukora on the Sana. Then Mibata the thing in Jung said. The Indian, the Teva the Ninjung Yeti, Mena Chu Golden Jukta Memory. The Indi Tampo, Chu Golden Jugake. Then Nandin over the Teva Ninjung is.
Although the teachings of Buddha appeared in this world since a long time, but in the Western country, although we are very advanced in all field, very advanced and very skillful and clever, yet if we were to talk from Dharma point of view, it's still the day break has to start, has to begin. And in such a country that we have the chance to be able to find the Dharma and to be able to practice, one should realize that it's really great fortune. And as you said that one will never be able to meet in an action that is not kind of the root of the action, root of the positive actions that's not done in the past. And if one have gathered positive actions in the past, they will not get spoiled. And this fortune, this possibility to be able to practice Dharma, meet Dharma, it is definitely just because your good actions, positive actions from your past life. And otherwise it will not be possible. And when we have this fortune that nothing can help us, it is not just because of other way, just because of those good karmas, those blessings that we have the chance. And now the essence of Dharma, the essence of Dharma, that entrance, like to begin the Dharma, there are two things which is very important. That is to say, the confidence or devotion and the total renunciation. The devotion or confidence that we have a strong interest to practice the Dharma and have a strong wish to attain the Buddhahood. Renunciation and realizing the nature of suffering, which is endless. We go round, there's no other way. To have certainty about it and to get freedom from it is like the renunciation. To have total renunciation from the samsara. If those two things are like the entrance, it's like the preparation for the Dharma, which is very important to generate or engender or to cultivate.
Then that, Chugi Nanti, Deva, Ninjo is that. Chugi Jungsing, Zendru, Densi is Zevita. Chugi Dai Jungsing, that the Karisana. The Zendru Dai, Densi del Ten, 2 years. Chu ha going to give Mari, Ladu Langori, Yamsu Langori. Tikoala, Zevala, Tango ha go at the part of Kora. Godin to watch it, then Gani, then the Apoche Kora. Tomongo want to check Jujoni, then go Jungsa. Then he young the Teto Kari in at the Chukai in the day, so Jungsa at the temperature. Kandi Chikiti in at the Telepe, Sundu, the Chishul, Lelo on the Matama Chikigone, then Kona Lamsa, Kona the Lato Lane, Kona Zembatil. Then he paid the shake it, Tamsatan, Maleva Chikit Holy, then Sundu, Nende, Zenatan, Bay at it. That Sundu is a bit, then it and do Roram Ratitani Karisana. The Temba the season take a check or Madu, same Tembating the Mena, Namdo in it, Kukumada Masona, Sapsinza, Kuba, Madan Good, Colin Chinchando, Zubut, Jitual Dena, the Namsiko, send the work on Tonsia, the Casakal Duguya, you know. The Indian Zubut, Jitual Devati, Degochevati. Same card and Zupunal Devachik, some of them. Luna, same, Lula, same yoga, the same logo, yoga, somewhere. Then the Indus and the bed, Kora. They temper the season, Junto, Tenaranga, name member as Lakara, Sundu, ne, Bayana, Shorne, Yamlan, Latemba, send over to him. The Neranga Tundu Pet Yams land down the country go to Vene, Kiani, Yando Rangatilla Taxi, Ranga Taxi Jen. Then he temper the season, take it in a command the Masona Jadne, Tundu commander the temper the season, Jagite. They don't do that temper season, they choose Johnson of the ins, they may not any, she drew up my madam, then they say somewhere.
Thereafter, when we actually practice Dharma, there are two things which we should maintain as the main subject or the main pillar of the practice. Those are the diligence and the mindfulness and attentiveness. The diligence is very important. That's just knowing the Dharma is, knowing the theory or the teaching is not enough. We need to actually practice it. In order to practice, that diligence is very important. Always we need to have constant diligence. Otherwise we will be always influenced by our laziness. Our laziness is like the like the rover or the thief of our meditation. Therefore, remaining in a solitude, a body remaining in solitude or lonely place in a mountain kind of retreat is not enough. If our mind wanders and or visits wander around in the city, even we leave our body in a lonely place, that's not enough. We need to sit, and where there is body, our mind should be there. Within the mind, one should find a kind of relaxation. That is important. And having diligence thereafter as a support, as aid, as a friend, one should try to take support of the mindfulness, the attentiveness. Always one should check how we are practicing, and we should try to have always the support of mindfulness, through which we will not be kind of get influenced by our habits and emotions. Therefore, those are the pillar of practice, which is very important. One should always take support.
Lower the Chivijan, Jonathan, Sani Shalom, never Sani to say my Shalom, never such man lived in it and they are the Indian. Didn't do the Koran. Better road than the Cheval, son of Meda than the Savayan. The Tavichin paper and turn to the Yanni, and the Koran turn to get some on the Tampa to Chimbasiki Koran. Then Yamne, Handa Kayan at the Telepe. The Jundu Koran, rising Taman, the English on the Majority. Yeah, what's in your name? The beverage. Did you not? Didn't it bear under on the church? Didn't come secretary? People change you are the matter. Say, choose you a say, Mamboji, she go in your chilla, Rangajito, let's say, lay matu, and matu chicken, Jonathan, around Sunny Nani, road entry. Didn't care, never chani. They didn't never chan or the into the Gotan Macho, the Indian Cocho, she said, well, at the Sunday on the never touching going that. Never went to curiosity that. Sunday go near Kona. Never somebody zoomed up with that. Sunday Koran some songs, the song is.
The diligence is very important, endeavor is very important. That when we are practicing, that we should take support of it, along with the mindfulness. We're not sure, we're not definite whether the tomorrow is coming earlier or and before that the death is coming. We're never sure. At the time of death, nothing can help us. And one only Dharma, or if one has done something, that is the most important thing. And at the time of departure, that one should be ready to cope, to face with it. And for that, nothing can help, and only even to accumulate a spark of a positive action is great. It's very beneficial. To be beneficial or benefit, kind of kind to oneself is to practice, to get ready at the time of departure, at the time of relief, at the time of death. Therefore, one should practice without wasting one's time. One should practice wholeheartedly, the practice with a strong diligence. Hearing the Dharma is not enough. We need to put into practice. Otherwise, if we think what type of teachings we have learned. But if we cannot actualize, if we cannot put into practice with the diligence, nothing will help us at the time of our departure, at the time of death. Therefore, with a strong diligence, want to practice the Dharma.
That children, that do, children, that do. Then lot de game is. That children, that seeing him at the lorry. Children get Korangitan, Sidoi doing him at the that did do everybody. Do everybody. That do it, I understand God. That Mrs. Children, you do. Yamin 7 years, Sunday somebody. Diana, Tanda says on Japa, put something generation, mean the Tum Saturday, Rabina, by Tabi Gam the Chicona, Sanji Tula, Sanji Tuna, Rabri. There's something Mazuna than a Tabi Singam de Langatene, young Sanji Mumbu Santuna, meet any by soon, delayed to me as Sampaya, the new young Judah. The Niki Koran ran la ding about it, and it might mother when on the time they tapa taste in Gamlatini, named during the Koran Tapi now at Sari on the Sun. David, ne, David, Demba, David, or let the necessary David, you Koran Tapu Tapu, Tulang has left so in Konata, with some Rochena, talking to you somebody get on Gaso Cheda, sending Jeba Mevachike. Did Davatiana? The children do the money and take Dombaris. They may only tender, sit and did any cassette, Yoda do the sit and gather. That's some substance, Takan and Royum can I tell you some subject go to Judy name at memory. The Indizana, the rabbit and the wood and Tabi Singamlana, Roshu Nanda than somebody. That then eat to get city and Yamin to Menanda. Tinita. Nakora Sinkam the Matuna data. Nakora Jevan deep running around Tambisu doing tribute. Jeva Simala Nesong and Malung Tachi. Maran Tandin Namisi to get an issue drinking a chew dim juk jing it. Maran Milici to talk touching some ding to Batiana. That day or the day after today. Did it Lord Devochi than in Java Maverick? Kurang eslang alung yung sampai tokan jabat di sana ya mak. Itu ni dia lot dewa cuma dia di sana. Ini juga ding ya baca buat dia. Dah dia masuk ni itu ni je du kari magu kari sebentar. Sani ini sudah mune tani dana le ni. Tani sesuatu tahun ciu nahu latu yang di sana. Dia nama misal guncar sambil cari ni sinjir tunjir tongcer dah. Sinji punya laso buat ini nawan tadi kita nawan tadi saya yang ditanya dah jadi nawan kita saya jadi tala tu sehingga bawang kandolan tunggu mewi dah tamai kurang sinji punya lingkeng tadi lantong tadi tadi tina sih kita mati tadi sampai kita ni unjuk mana jadi jadi kumacu semua tadi itu kan tadi member cik ribun tadi tak tu lo devo cik dan Japa never go, so that lo did Jimmy, such you good don't have that, and this is don't worry.
Dharma practitioners should be able to conclude the practice at the time of our departure, at the time of death, with great joy or happiness in mind, and without any regret. Happiness and joy in this case means that best practitioners being able to mingle the mind with the mind of enlightened beings, Buddhas. Even we couldn't do that, but being able to go to the Buddha field where one is being able to continue one's practice in a situation that is perfect, everything's perfect, under the guidance of a perfect teacher, Buddha, being able to study and practice the perfect teaching, along with perfect companion of practitioners in a perfect Buddha field. To be able to do get to that stage, it's quite good. And however, worst, one mustn't be kind of get to a state of panic or nervousness at the time of death, that, oh, I haven't done what I should do. And if we get to a stage of panicking and nervousness, and then we are not good practitioner. At last, one should be able to have total confidence, certainty that I'm not going to reborn in lower realms, and that one should have total certainty that worst that one will be able to continue practice Dharma, being able to reborn as a human being. That's good. It's quite good. And then, if we're not a good practitioner, then what will happen? That at the time of departure, at the time of death, when we have all kinds of misery, sufferings, that at the time, like the outer breath stops, and the inner breath is about to stop, at that time when we have all sorts of visions of like the cities of and messengers of the devil's death, at the time